Welcome back to this week's changelog. The team has been going absolutely crazy. We have 23 brand new updates for you. Let me cover some of my favorites. This was a very big week for the CRM, starting with some really cool, exciting new features like our new daily digest email that can be turned on. Users in the CRM can now set up and customize their own specific individualized daily digest that emails them at any point in the day with an overview of any upcoming tours, failed automations, new leads, outstanding tasks, or upcoming meetings. The idea here is to make it easier than ever to stay on top of the work that needs to get done in order to continue to enroll families. Let me show you how it works. In the CRM now, under settings, you'll notice a brand new notifications tab where you can turn on your daily digest, set the exact time that you want the digest to hit your email inbox, select the days of the week that you want, whether it's Monday through Friday or every single day of the week, and then customize what is included, whether it's any tasks due today, including anything that's overdue, whether those tasks are just your tasks or everyone's, if you're an administrator and you want to make sure that everyone's getting through all of their work. You can also make sure that you are including any sort of upcoming tours and meetings on today's calendars with the times. And finally, especially if you are on the operations side of things, getting notifications for any sort of failed automations since your last digest to make sure that those leads are properly accounted for. You can always click preview to get a sense of exactly what this might look like. And here you can see exactly what this email will look like when it hits your inbox. This should make it a lot easier to continue to stay on top of and push forward all of the important work that you do to enroll families into your program. Another humongous feature that just came out this week is Playground now has the ability to automatically create leads from phone calls without any sort of manual intervention on your part. This is really, really, really big because today, when you get a call, you still have to convert that lead into an actual lead on Playground for an automation to trigger. With this brand new setting, Playground will automatically recognize when it has all of the minimum information required to create a lead. It will create that lead, and then it will trigger any associated automations without you having to lift a finger. Let me show you how it works. Under your Connections tab, there's a brand new gear icon next to phone numbers that allows you to turn on the ability to automatically create leads from calls. You'll define what the minimum required properties are, or the pieces of information that has to be captured on a call before the system is able to actually create that lead automatically. So in this case right now, we need the guardian's name, phone, email, and the child's name. Maybe we also want the child's birthday. Great. Now, once this is saved, on all phone calls, whether it's calls that your team are taking or calls that the AI is taking for you, once all of those pieces are actually filled out or spoken on the call, Playground system will automatically create the lead in your CRM and then initiate any relevant automations without you having to click a single time. And this should make it easier than ever to improve your speed to lead time and improve your family's experience without any additional overhead or time spent on your or your team's part. The next update is on all of your email templates now. Playground is able to take in personalization tokens on the subject line. Previously, this was only possible to plug into the body of the email. Playground can now put in personalized, individual, customized pieces of information in the email subject line. Let me show you how it works. You'll see now that in Playground, you'll see now that in your email templates, you have the ability to click personalize in the subject line and pull in any type of student, guardian, lead, or meeting level personal details to automatically fill in, including like the student's name right here. This should significantly improve your open rates because of how customizable you're able to make it. A great example is putting in the child's name and the parent's name so that they know that this email is customized and specific for them, thus incentivizing them to open it at a higher rate than if it seems like it otherwise was a non-personalized email. This is yet another feature to make it even easier for you to enroll families with less work than ever. Staying in the CRM, we've made it easier than ever to see email engagement details directly within the lead's profile. So now you can hover over an email and see the most recent open, the number of clicks, and the number of opens. Let me show you how it works. In Playground now, when you click into a lead's profile and find an email sent on that lead, you'll see there's a views badge that you can hover over, and it shows you the number of opens, the number of clicks, and the last open date. This should make it easier than ever to get a good understanding of that family's engagement levels. We've also improved the tour cancellation page that families see if they were to cancel a meeting. We've added the ability for them to directly reschedule a meeting without having to leave that screen to improve your rescheduling rate. The last update on the CRM this week is a brand new trigger allowing an automation to fire when an enrollment is actually accepted on the CCMS side. So this makes it even easier to automate more of the work that happens once a family has decided to enroll in your program. One of Playground's most popular features is our split family feature, which makes it significantly easier to manage a split household or a divorced one. This week, we've significantly improved the split family feature to make it easier than ever to assign both existing and future charges to each side of the family. Let me show you how it works. In Playground, when you go to a child's settings and split a family now, once you select the two family groups, in this case, I'll just call it parent 1 and parent 2, you'll be able to assign any future payments between the families. So in this case, there's an overdue balance today of $1,300, and you can determine whether each side of the family owes half of it, whether the parent 1 or parent 2 owes the whole amount, or if you want to just manually adjust this later. You can also make sure that future charges that are already assigned that haven't been divvied up between the two sides of the family are also properly attributed and assigned, whether it's split evenly, or one of them is doing all of it, or there's a percent split. The same applies to past payments that have already happened, and Playground actually uses the saved payment methods to automatically assign the group based off of the parent's associated payment method. So if parent 1 has their credit card attached and parent 2 has their bank method attached, the system will recognize which transactions were paid for by which payment methods and then properly assign it without you having to do it yourself. In this case, we can assign it down the middle and review exactly what it looks like, making it a lot easier and safer to split a family with existing payments on it without worrying about causing any issues about who owes what or causing any sort of headaches. We also have a cool feature here coming in the next few weeks where you'll be able to actually plug in the actual percent split for each side of the family, and then Playground does the rest in terms of assigning it out. But stay tuned for that one. One of the most painful experiences in Playground up to today was transitioning classrooms and also switching out schedules. As of today, we've made that a lot easier. We now make it possible to both transition classrooms and make edits to the schedule from the same screen without having to click multiple times. Let me show you how it works. From any place where you're managing schedules, you can now click Transition Schedule and make an adjustment for that transition. So if I want to transition this child as of August 10th, so in a couple of weeks, into a new classroom, I can make sure that that transition happens at that point in time, and then also give them either the existing schedule that they have today or create or apply a new schedule to that child. This also will automatically update the student's homeroom if you want, and you can automatically schedule when the classroom schedule itself ends as well. We've significantly streamlined this experience that otherwise took users across 3 or 4 different screens in Playground, bringing it into one easy, convenient flow, significantly dropping the number of clicks that you need to do to make this happen. One of the most common interactions that families have with Playground is using the kiosk to check their child in and out. Today, we're announcing a brand new design that's being released in the coming days to make this experience a lot better. Not only is the screen itself completely redesigned to be easier to navigate, easier to look at, and easier to use, but it also is functionally better, where our team built a custom keyboard embedded directly into the screen, ground up, so you don't have to use a clunky Apple-made keyboard. I'll do that. Our team went hard at work rebuilding a custom keyboard directly straight into the mobile app itself to make the experience of checking in and checking out as seamless as ever. Make sure that your app is up to date and the release will hit your phone and the release will hit your device in the coming days. And the last release of this week's stacked changelog is a brand new claims tab on the food program management screen. This is a brand new tab that makes it easier than ever to proactively catch any issues with attendance, meals, or anything else that might negatively impact your reimbursement claim on a monthly basis. You can directly make changes from within that screen to rectify any issues and make sure that you get as much out of your claim as possible. Let me show you how it works. In Playground, under the Food Program tab, you'll notice there's a brand new claims page, which shows you month by month all the kiddos you've served, the number of meals recorded, and the number of days with meals recorded. It shows you day by day how many meals were recorded and the status of that, whether there are issues or not. And you can drill in and see child by child, meal by meal, exactly what the status is of that meal to make sure that everything looks good. You can also filter by just days where there are issues found. So for example, for July 24th, there are 2 issues where lunch was actually recorded multiple times, and I can come in here, click edit meal, and make sure that this was properly accounted for. Rather than doing all of this stuff retroactively, or better yet, submitting your claim and then realizing after the fact that some of these issues weren't caught, Playground now makes it easier than ever to proactively catch and fix these issues so that you can maximize your claim. That's it for this week's very dense but very stacked update. We'll see you next time. Catch the entire changelog on our website and stay tuned for more.